Alright guys, here we are for another trailer reaction. Today we're going to be reacting to the trailer for the movie Dark Tower.
Do you know anything about this?
I listened to the Dark Tower first book on tape while driving once.
Fucking A.
Didn't retain a ton.
Okay.
I did enjoy the person who read it. They had a lot of voices. It was like one of those books, because there's different types of books on tape, and the books on tape that I like are more like theater, where it's like a guy doing a whole bunch of voices. I actually like the ones where it's multiple people doing the voices, but this was one guy doing
more of a radio play type thing.
Yes, yes.
So I don't know shit except that when I was a kid, the weird kids who read things, one of them had a book and it was this, and I remember seeing a picture of the gunslinger guy.
A buddy of mine read all these. Covers. I remember.
Right. So I'm functionally illiterate. I feel like you're in like a similar boat. So I have no exposure to this. They didn't make some shitty movie, about this story in like the 70s or 80s that you know of, right? This is
no.
And it's
unlike many Stephen King things, I don't believe this has a version on a VHS tape somewhere.
There's no old like the VHS box set with like all the tapes. All right, great cast. I assume this has to be great, and there's no reason to even watch it.
Let's check it out. That looks pretty interesting.
Okay, cool. I was worried you might not think it looked interesting.
So, and like assuming this goes like the books, this is going to be a series, and this looks like a kick-ass, gun-toting Lord of the Rings that I'm totally down to have over for dinner.
And it looks like a weird-ass, like, never-ending story, like, type of...
Yeah.
I am so disappointed that there's a fucking kid. I did not know about this kid. I thought
I was pretty sure I had, like, listened. I didn't read. I listened to the whole first book. I don't, like, none of this seems familiar to me. I don't remember there being, a kid. I remember, like, this being another world. I don't remember it ever taking place in our world. And, like, maybe I never finished the book. I don't remember.
How long was the drive? Maybe we didn't make it.
It was a while ago. I thought I listened to it in a couple of sittings.
So I feel like so like the kid to me, I hope the kid is in the book, because otherwise I'm like,
I remember something about like green
upset.
Gas or something I don't remember actually.
So I feel
let's say I never listened to anything. I have no idea.
You were on volume 3.
I've eaten a lot of sugar. It's rotted my whole brain.
No, like because whether the kid's in the book or not, I feel like the kid is like a cheap bad thing of like, we need someone to follow the gunslinger and ask him questions and tell him like, hey, you can't just take your gun out.
The exposition boy.
And I'm like, fuck. And that's not, because like I saw like a quick poster ad for this and it was like McConaughey and Elba, and I'm like, holy shit, this looks great. And you see like the gun, it has like the glowing rune words on it and all that shit. And McConaughey's all powering and commanding a weird, and like bad guys from 300 from hell and all that shit. And I'm like, oh yeah, this could be great. But it's just gonna be, it's gonna be a lot of the kid and them talking and the kid and like I have to protect the kid. And
I guess have a big problem with that.
I guess there's no other way to do it, but like that isn't like it was awesome enough for me, and the introduction of some kid just makes it worse for me. Fuck. Still looks very cool.
It never really like helps, but like this, the kid formula is done a lot, and
maybe movies need something like that, or else it wouldn't make any fucking sense.
What is the name of the guy that plays his father?
He's
in the Allstate commercials.
I don't know.
Got a great voice. My bigger issue than the child is like, I understand he's like a magical gun dude.
There's magic,
but like something about the loading and this and that, it just looks.
Some of them were not as good. I liked him spinning it
and doing it really fast,
and then feeding them in was cool. But yeah, kind of like lining up and grabbing the like you see that in like anime and stuff like that. And I'm
not a big fan of things like that.
I'm not sure if it's
just
impossible.
They're so CG that it like throws it off. If they could polish that a little more, or maybe make it look a little less fake.
I know, like it's not. It's like I don't know if that's impossible to translate to live action, or if it just didn't happen correctly here. But it definitely felt a little weird.
You know what I would like once?
And stuff
I would like you like throwing a bunch of bullets up and like one going in and going like, yeah! And like getting the shot.
That's never worked before. Throw the thing.
Yeah. Hudson Hawk has a bit, do you recall this? Where
no.
he's in like a gurney and he just rolled out of an ambulance and he's heading towards a toll plaza and it has the gate up and he knows if he hits that he's gonna fucking just like flip and die. So he like reaches in his pocket, pulls out a handful of change and like throws it and like a couple go in and it goes up, he's like, yeah!
That's amazing.
And just rolls through to a stop.
Laughed out loud. I've never seen Hudson Hawk.
Hudson Hawk, one of my favorite movies of all time.
This has come up before, and I've
you
never
should check
seen
that out. It's really good.
2 thumbs up for Hudson. I can't in good conscience thumbs up Hudson Hawk.
I could give all the thumbs.
Do you have enough thumbs for everybody?
Hudson Hawk, and it's one of those movies. It's kind of like Super Mario Brothers. It gets a lot of shit, but it's so much like Yeah, it's almost like a satire parody of what those movies are, but it's so good that it wraps around to be like amazing.
We should watch that because I've literally never seen it. Bruce Willis is in it, right?
Bruce Willis is the Hudson Hawk.
I may have never seen a single.
Danny Aiello is like his partner.
I'm into it.
Danny Aiello once almost hit me with his car.
He lived in
Fun fact.
He lived in the town where we grew up or were near.
Yeah.
Lived near. There's one more thing about this I was gonna say. I don't know. I really like these two guys. I don't know Matthew McConaughey. Once he starts talking, I'm not sure.
He's a real
great
like bag of nuts. Where like some of his shit is like that's so good, and other things you're like.
And sometimes it's like
a
pistachio. It's like
there?
A pistachio you can't quite open. So
and when you do finally smash it, nothing's inside.
It's just the little dried up half nut,
yeah.
and you're like, why did I even smash that open? Now you're picking up pieces.
But
of
he looks
pistachio.
fine in this. He's a good bad guy. I don't think I've ever seen him as a
lines.
bad guy.
Yeah, debatable. Yeah, I don't know. But like, there's a couple of lines. Like he has one line that I was like, that's not great.
But again, you can't really fault people for their lines because the lines are given to them. It's
not
what
the
they're
words,
putting on the
the
delivery.
The delivery.
What was the line? Do you recall?
Well, when he says like, he has two or three here. The good one I thought was when he's like, "Have you told the kid that anyone who walks with you dies by my hand?" or whatever that whole thing. But he says something earlier that I forget, and I was like, "I don't like that."
All right.
Regardless,
nothing jumped out at me as cringy.
No.
He has a look of plastic-ish in this movie, and I don't know if that's just
getting older. Got to get some Botox.
I always wonder. I'm like, is it that they're getting older? Are they filming things and doing things? Is it because he's evil that he has a weird look to him? And it could be any of those things, and I doubt they'll explain it.
My first instinct is to always just say Botox. Whenever any actor shows up in a role and it's like his face is looking a little creamy, I'm always like, yeah, that's always my thing.
But sometimes it's just like that digital polishing they do to people where I'm like, what is that? I don't know.
Because now the cameras are so good you can see their like face correctly, and they're like, oh no, hurry, fix it.
Yeah.
Like makeup or something.
So many pixels. Oh my god.
No, so I really like, the kids, like the never-ending story of the Page Master, like the vibe where like the kid is drawing and dreaming and thinking about the world, and it turns out to be real. I just don't know how that lines up with the awesome Idris Elba shooting everyone part, but I'm willing to give it a shot, and I'm super interested in this.
Yeah.
And psyched.
I love a world that has guns and magic. It's a nice combo that you don't see happen enough, and they've merged it beautifully, it seems, in this. I don't even understand how he loads at one point from his belt like the full 5 by like rolling down, and I'm like, at some point the loop would get in the way.
Don't even understand.
Magic! I'm going to give this a thumbs up.
Definitely a thumbs up.
There you go. 2 thumbs up, guys. Let us know what you think in the comments below, and until next time, don't die in a fire, and we'll see you then.
Is he the devil?
I like those like Goomba things, whatever they are. I like those.
The putties?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like the bad guys from 300, like they have like a weird Arabic, like
Arabic lizards.
Well, like the way the fabrics around them, like the Alibaba and like the 40 Thieves look for some reason.
Yeah, I knew exactly what you meant.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you said it in a way I thought it was mocking. But no, and they're also they're also
lizards.
like drippy skeleton type vibe or whatever.
Oh yeah, I took them as like reptile almost from like Mortal Kombat.
Like weird minion-y guys. This could be great. I almost want this to be like a Netflix show though.
I want everything to be a Netflix show though.
I think that this could I don't know. We'll see. When does this get released?
August 14th or 7th or 5th.
August is gonna be lit AF.